Now we see the construction of ancient Indian history. This is all the pic of the ancient construction of ancient Indian history. This is the pic. Now we will see the Ram Charan Sharma ancient India history. As we have already completed the chapter 1, so we move to chapter 2, that is the construction of ancient Indian history. Okay, firstly we discuss material remains, then the coins, inscription, and then literacy source, and then move to the foreign accounts, then historical sense, then our chapter is completed by the historical sense. So we have to start from material remains. Okay, so as we have to see the material remains, so we see some pic of material remain to understand that how in the ancient India construction is going on. Okay, this is all the material remains in the construction of ancient Indian history. This is the material that remained. This all the instruments that remained in the ancient Indian history. This all is the material remain. Okay, the ancient Indian left innumerable material remains. So here we discuss the material remains. Okay, the ancient India left innumerable material remains. Okay, the stone temple in South India and the bricks monasteries in East India still stand to remind us of the great building activities of the past. Okay, but the major part of this remains lie buried in the mounds scattered all over the country. Only a few have been exposed to us some knowledge of the life of the ancient peoples. Since most sites have been dug vertically, they provided good chronologic sequence of material culture. Horizontally digging being very expensive. If they dug vertically, it means that there's very less expensive, and they provide a good chronological sequence of material. But if they dug horizontally, it means they are very expensive and are very few in number, with that result that excavations do not give us a full and complete picture of material life in many phases of ancient Indian history. Okay, even even in those mounds which have been excavated, the ancient remains being presented in varying proportions. Okay, in dry climate of western Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan and northwestern Indian antiquities are found in the better state of preservation, but in the moist and humid climate of the middle Gangetic basin and in the deltaic region, even iron implements suffer corrosion and mud structure become difficult to detect. It is not only in the phase of burnt brick structure or stone structure that impressive and large scale remains are found in moist and alluvial areas. Okay, excavation are brought to the light the cities which the people established around 200 BC in north in western India. Similarly, they tell us about means the material remains tell us about the material culture which was developed in the Gangetic basin. Material culture which was developed by Gangetic basin. They show the layout of this settlement, which they leave the type of pottery they use, the form of house in which they dwelt, the kind of cereals they used as foods, and types of tools and implements they handled. Some people in South India buried along with the dead their tools, weapons, poultry, and other belongings in the graves, which were encircled by the big places of pieces of stones. This structure that are called megalithons. This structure are called megalithons. Megaliths. Okay. Although all megaliths do not fall in this category, by digging them, we have come to know of the life which people lived in the Deccan from the Iron Age onwards. The science which involves to dig old mounds in a systematic manner in successive layer and all to form an idea of the material life of the people. Material material life of the people are called archaeology, and the material remains recovered as a result of excavation and exploration are subjected to various kind of scientific examination. Their dates are fixed according to their radiocarbon method, for which fatalities exist in India. The history of climate and the vegetation is known as the examination of plant pursuit, and especially through pollen analysis. Okay, so in this basis of examination, it is suggested that the agriculture was practiced in Rajasthan, Kashmir as far as in 6000 BC. The nature and components of metal artifacts. Metal artifacts means how metal are made. Okay, are analyzed. Metal were obtained are located. All the stages in the development of metal and technology are identified. So today that's much only. Metal remains is complete today. To like, comment, share, subscribe, and thanks for watching.